So I know Disney is one of the top destinations, places, playgrounds, whatever you want to call it, to go with the family in the world, right? Just about everybody. I'm not going to say everybody, but just about everybody wants to take their family to Disney or on some kind of amazing vacation. But let's face it, Disney is not the cheapest place to go to. It's not the most cost efficient place to go to when you're taking your family. The tickets prices is what the ticket prices are going to be. They very rarely, if ever, will do a special discount deal for tickets to enter any of the Disney parks. Florida residents, there are discounts for them. And that's about the only one that I am aware of when it comes to Disney. The resorts will do deals, but as far as getting into the parks, the ticket price is the ticket price. You're paying for Disney Magic. You're going to get Disney Magic when you get there, and it just is what it is. But there are some cost-saving ways in other parts of your trip that you will need to do or reserve or book that can help you save on your Disney vacation to make it a more cost-saving Disney vacation for you and your family and still have an amazing time. Hi y'all, if you're new to my page, I am Tiffany Hyatt. I am an independent travel agent. I own my own travel business. I have been within this industry for almost 4 or 5 years now. And I am a Disney certified specialist. I did Disney College. And not only that, I didn't just do the book work, I did the experience as well, right? Because I lived in Orlando, Florida for over 16 years before I moved back to my hometown. And Disney was my backyard. You know, I lived about maybe a couple miles from Universal Studios and just another 20-minute drive to all the Disney parks. And so it was amazing. I had annual passes. I've been to all the parks multiple times, me with other adults and me with my kids. So I have both experience. So I have a lot to say and I have a lot of knowledge about Disney. So if you're ever planning your Disney vacation and you would like help, I would love to be there for you. But this video today is about how you can save on your Disney vacation. So here's some of the 5 top things I think that could really help you save on your Disney vacation and make the most out of whatever budget that you're using, right? So like I said, Disney tickets prices are the prices of Disney tickets. That's not going to change. You're going to pay whatever it is that they say during that time is what it's going to be. It is what it is. Unless you're a Florida resident, then check out and make sure, contact your local travel agent or, go to Disney sites and stuff like that to find out Florida resident rates or special offers that they may be doing around the time that you're trying to go. But other than that, there really is no really flexibility when it comes to Disney tickets. It is what it is. But when you're traveling to Disney, you need other things, right? You need to stay somewhere, right? You need to do other things to make your whole vacation a vacation, right? It's not just going to the parks. So get your Disney tickets, go to the parks. As of January 9th, 2024, you will no longer have to do reservations, so you can just buy your tickets and go. And then the dining plan will be coming back in 2024 as well. So you can also capture the dining plan, which also helps you save money when you're traveling to Disney, because you gotta eat, unless I don't know, you're a ghost. But anyways, so number 1, let's get started, right? Number 1, we're going to talk about accommodations. You can have the whole Disney experience and stay at one of the best Disney resorts within your budget. And it'll have amazing time, right? Because you have access to get to all the parks from either a shuttle, one of the, I like to call them the sky gondolas, boats and other different ways that, free transportation to and from the parks, from your resort to the parks. True. But again, you're staying on Disney property, so you're going to be paying Disney money. So one way to save is to stay off of Disney properties, right? There's lots and lots, especially in Florida, There's lots and lots of hotels that, one, have shuttles to all the Disney parks and Universal parks for that matter, that are not Disney property or that are not Disney owned, that it will have a better rates than staying at Disney properties. And they're still nice. They're still nice places. There's still places that are resort style, and there's still just, your regular normal hotel, but it's around a bunch of other attractions that you can go to as well within walking distance. So there's those type of places. But one of my top places I like to tell my clients is to, if they really want to save some good cash, especially if you're going for an entire week, you're talking about 7 nights, 8 days at least, right? So you can go to all 4 parks and still have some time to rest in between, because that's a lot. Is getting a vacation rental. Do not knock the vacation rentals, because you can get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath vacation rental. Sometimes, with, depending on if it's a home, it can have your own private pool. If it's a condo, you can have resort style amenities for way cheaper than one night at the cheapest Disney hotel. You know what I'm saying? So don't overlook the vacation rentals. And plus, with the vacation rentals, you can get like a bigger vacation rental and 2 families combined and split that cost of that vacation rental, and both of you have amazing Disney experience, and you're not spending as much on your accommodations. You have full kitchens, private, it's all to you yourselves, right? You can go grocery shopping, buy food, so that'll save you money from not having to always spend on restaurants. And you have all that to your access, and you come and go as you please, and just have a chill, cool time when you come back from the parks, right? So vacation rentals, do not knock on them. Number 2, go for less days. Again, in Florida, there's 4 parks to go to. You don't have to go for a full 7-night experience. You can go for less days. You can go for less parks. So say you want to go for 5 nights. You don't want to do every single Disney park. Maybe one park is not that enthused. Maybe you have the littler kids, where Epcot is more, geared toward more adults, more, older kids type things. You don't want to do Epcot, or you don't want to, you don't like animals, you don't want to do Animal Kingdom or something like that. Whatever it is, there's a specific parks that you can wait until a next visit to go to. Go to less parks. That will save you money. Having less days, especially if you want to stay at a Disney resort, if you want to pay less money, stay less days. That'll help save you some money in the long run when you're going to the different parks. If you're good with going back to back to back to back to each park, then, just go to the amount of days that it take you to go to those parks. You can do that. Whatever you want to do, just think about what it is that your family wants to do during their vacation, besides just going to the Disney theme parks, and then gear towards that and your time frame that you want to do that in. And then you can, waver out on whether or not you want to spend the extra money and stay a few extra days, or you just want to do a little, we're going to go check out a couple things, and then we'll come back on another time around in a year or 2 and do the rest of the stuff. So think about stuff like that to save you money as well, because there's a lot of stuff to do other than the Disney parks as well. In Florida, you have the beaches. From Orlando, Florida, you can go to Cocoa, which only is like maybe 30 minutes away, depending on traffic and whatever, and then one of my favorite beaches, which is Clearwater, which is closer to Tampa, is only a 2-hour drive away. So you can do a day trip to Tampa. There's also excursions where you go to a specific location in Orlando, you hop on a bus, and they take you into Clearwater for the day. You do whatever you want to do in Clearwater. You do the beach, you go see the aquarium, do whatever else, all the other cool attractions that's there in Clearwater, because there's a lot to do there. And then it brings you back to that location, Orlando, and you just have a short drive to your hotel, vacation rental, or resort. You know what I'm saying? So you can do something like that. Number 3, one of the things I touched on in the last one, go for less days. Don't try to go to all the parks. Visit 1 or 2 in this go around, and do some of the other attractions. There is the Icon, which is on iDrive. and it has a Ferris wheel where you can see all of Orlando. It has the wax museum. It has an aquarium, restaurants, shops, and all these cool things. And also along that strip where I drive, there's Wonderworks. There's all kinds of other, the Titanic is on that street, where you can go through. It's like a museum about the Titanic. Wonderworks has a magician show with a all-you-can-eat pizza dinner, along with, I do believe, for adults, beer and wine is unlimited beer and wine when you do that particular dinner show too as well. It's all on iDrive. So many different attractions on iDrive, nightclubs, restaurants, shops, attractions, and stuff like that. That is some of the attractions may be free. Some of the attractions maybe just a little bit of money, just depends on what you want to do. You have all that on that street to do. Fun Spot is it on that street? I think Fun Spot is on. There's a couple of different fun spots in Orlando that you can go to. On a street called 192, you have Old Town, which it is like shops, restaurants, attractions, the Chocolate Factory. If you get a chance to go to Old Town and go to the Chocolate Factory, and you get to take a tour of the Chocolate Factory, and it tells you the history of chocolate, and you get to make your own chocolate at the end. It's very, very cool. I highly recommend that. There's so many things to do. There's the airboats you can do. You can take helicopter rides. Day trips to the different beaches: Cocoa Beach, Daytona Beach, Clearwater Beach, all these different beaches you can go to. St. Augustine. You can go there for the day, which is super cool. Highly recommend. Ghost tours. There's so many different things that you can do. So you can pick, one or two Disney theme parks to go to, because it is a Disney vacation, right? So you want to see Magic Kingdom and the fantastic fireworks show. But you don't really necessarily have to do the other ones right now. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to Hollywood Studios because you are a Star Wars fan. Highly recommend. Highly. I'm super excited. Me and my family will be going to Disney, having a whole Disney experience next month, and I'm super, super excited. And about Star Wars and seeing it, because when I lived there, they had part of it done, but not the whole thing. Now it's like, and I can't wait to see. Anyway, I digress. But there's so many different things to do and see, and make it more of a Florida, Orlando experience instead of just a Disney experience, because there's so much to experience when you go to Florida. And even in California and Disneyland, go to the parks. Because I love Disney. It's an amazing time. It's great for all ages, no matter what, to 100 years old, from 1 year old. This is an amazing place for you. But in California, there's a lot of things to do. There's the beaches in California as well as all the other attractions that are there. So explore the city. Don't forget about the city that you're going to, right? And that can save you money too, because you can do more attractions, more than what it would cost for one person to go to a park sometimes. So that's a good way to save you money if you're okay with not doing all of the parks within this one trip, right? Because I go to Florida numerous times, so I know I'll go back to all the different parks, right? We're planning on going back again after this Disney vacation just to do Universal, okay? Let's see. Number 4, plan ahead. Give yourself time to there's payment plans. People, don't say, well, I want to go to Disney and I'm going tomorrow, but you don't want to pay the money to go tomorrow. Why would you do that? You can plan Disney ahead of time. Plan it a year ahead of time. Pick a date next year. Say, this is when we're going to go to Disney. You can put it in a deposit. You can do a whole Disney pack. You can stay at a Disney resort, get your Disney tickets, get other excursions all there. Put in a whole package for you that's within the budget that you want to spend, and make payments up to that point. Affirm and Uplift, I highly recommend. It is is not even really a ding on your credit. So it's like a soft hit on your credit. And it's subject to approval, obviously. But, Affirm and Uplift. You buy now, pay later. So you can get a payment plan. Sometimes it's 12 months, 18 months, where you have, even amount payments for up to, the 12, 18 months, whatever it is that you're approved for, right? And you make that payment. You can go on your trip and still be making that payment. And that way, you're not making a lump sum all at once, and there's no penalty for paying it off early. So those are great options for you to do to be able to save. And if you plan ahead, then you can make those payment plans. When you get a resort, you pay a deposit, and you don't have to pay the balance until about a month, 30 days before you actually visit. Sometimes you don't even have to pay the balance until you check into the resort. But you can make payments throughout if you want to, or you can just save the money and just do the lump sum once, whenever it is your due date is due. So those are good ways to save money too. You plan ahead, and always get that travel insurance, because you never know what happens. Because Florida is one of the places that do get the hurricanes, and and life happens, and you never know what's going to happen. So get that travel insurance, so you make sure you're not losing any of your investment into your vacation. Because if you have to change your dates, if you have to cancel for whatever reason, you're not out of the money that you put into so far. Get it? So that's a great way to save. Plan ahead, get your deposits in, make payments, affirm, uplift. Great ways. And number 5, if you don't live too far from Florida and you like to drive, don't fly, drive. If you got 6 people in your family and you're trying to fly, as opposed to everybody just getting into a van and driving, that's a big difference, right? So, plan a driving trip, a cross-country trip. I would love to do that. That's what I really want to do for Disneyland. I want to do a cross-country trip to California, go to Disneyland, and stop at these random places throughout the drive there and the drive back. I think it would be amazing. And you know how much you're saving, especially like my family is a family of 4. But if we want to take our extended family as well, could you imagine 10, 12 people? We can get a 15-passenger van, take turns driving, and have an amazing time, an experience like no other. And we saved that money from buying each individual a plane ticket. See, and you have a vehicle once you get to your destination. So it's a win-win situation right there. So those are my top 5 things that I think can help you save for you to have an amazing Disney vacation. Like I said, prices are ticket prices. Don't call up your local travel agent and be like, what kind of deals can you get me to get into Magic Kingdom? I'm going to say none. But I can get you accommodations at a great spot that's cheaper than staying at the resort, at a rental car that's cheap, that will still be underneath the budget if you don't stay at a resort. I can help you plan out the whole year so you're just making payments. And I can help you find other attractions if you're okay with only going to a couple. I had a client who went in the end of January, going in February. They went to Animal Kingdom. That's where they wanted to go. They went to Animal Kingdom, and then they spent they did 2 nights at a Disney resort, because they have that whole Disney experience, right? Spent 2 nights there, went to Animal Kingdom, then they got a rental car and they drove to, I believe, Daytona Beach. And they stayed at this beautiful, it is gorgeous, beach resort, and had a beach vacation. It was amazing. It was fantastic. They had a great time. They plan on going back and doing some more parks and doing some more beaching and all that good stuff. So there's so many different ways to do Disney, and don't get stuck in your head with like, oh my gosh, these ticket prices. Because guess what? There's options for you to save money and to get there and have a great experience with your family. So if these tips were good for you, if you learned something, if you got something from this, if you know somebody who's thinking about going to Disney that may learn from this, go ahead and share my video. Please subscribe and follow me and get more details about all kinds of travel all over the world, not just Disney. And if you ever need a travel agent to help you out with any of your travel planning, please give me consideration of having the opportunity to make you have a magical, beautiful, wonderful time. Have a great day and keep tripping, y'all. Hi guys, if you're still on my video, I just wanted to jump back on here and give you a brief side-by-side look at apples to apples on staying at a resort when you're going to Disney World as opposed to getting a vacation rental, so you can see a cost savings, especially if for staying 7 nights 8 days. So you can see what I was talking about how you can save with just the accommodations alone of staying at a vacation resort versus staying at a resort at Disney Resort. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you still subscribe, still like, still follow, and keep tripping.